G'day, legends. This weekend, the Octagon lands in the City of Lights. UFC Paris is ready to light up the ring, and we are here for every punch, kick, and jaw-dropping moment. And yes, my husky is coming along to keep things classy. Nasruddin Imavov brings slick striking and sharp precision. He's all about finding the openings and capitalizing with speed and accuracy. On the other side, Borralho combines power and precision, always looking to pressure his opponents and turn every exchange into an opportunity to assert dominance. Who will control the pace? Who will land the decisive blow? One thing's for sure, the energy in Paris will be electric.
To everybody there, the Paris fans.
You are so awesome.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes on the action, your paws ready, and remember to stay husky. Kicking off the card in the women's strawweight division, we have Shauna Bannon versus Sam Hughes. Shauna wins if she keeps it on the feet, moves well, and chips away with her kicks and straight punches. She needs to make it a clean, technical striking match where she dictates range and rhythm. Sam will win if she closes the distance, forces clinch work, and makes it a grind. She does her best when she's pressuring, wearing opponents down, and turning it into a physical fight. Sam, her ability to keep steady pressure and turn exchanges into scrappy, tiring battles should carry her over 3 rounds. Give me Sam Hughes by decision. In the featherweight division, we have Rinat Fakhretdinov versus Andreas Gustafsson. Rinat is all about relentless pressure and making the fight feel like it's a grind, and he'll win by chain wrestling and controlling his opponent. If he can close the distance and push Gustafsson to the fence and smother him with takedowns and top pressure, once he's on top, he can chip away with ground and pound and drain energy and rack up control time. It's all about volume and attrition. Even if he doesn't get the finish, his pace can make Gustafsson look like he's drowning, winning rounds clearly. Andreas thrives in chaos. He's a scrappy fighter who can flip the script if you let him fight wild. And he has explosive moments, and he could catch Ribeiro during entries with sharp counters or explosive bursts, hurting him on the feet. If he forces scrambles and he can create those unpredictable exchanges where he shines, possibly snatching up a sub or landing heavy shots. If he can keep up the energy and out-scrap his opponent, it could become messy and a back-and-forth fight. I see this one leaning towards Rinat. Unless Gustafsson catches him clean, the grinding style is just too reliable over 15 minutes. Give me Rinat Fakhretdinov by decision. In the middleweight division, we had Brad Tavares versus Robert Bryczek. Tavares is all about composure, clean technique, and making opponents fight his pace. His jab, leg kicks, and disciplined footwork let him stay outside danger zone and slowly clip away. If he stays disciplined and keeps Bryczek on the end of his striking and avoids standing still against the fence, he can steadily pile up rounds. For Brad, the win comes by sticking to his fundamentals and outpointing Bryczek over 15 minutes. Bryczek thrives when things get messy. He wants to pressure. He wants moments where he can turn the fight into a brawl. If he can trap Tavares against the cage and land in bunches and never let him settle into a rhythm, Bryczek has the power and pace to put him away. I think Brad's experience and composure could neutralize the chaos. Bryczek will have big moments, but Tavares knows how to survive and steal minutes with his jab and kicks. Over 3 rounds, Brad's cleaner work and cage control edge it. Give me Tavares by decision. In the featherweight division, we have Sam Patterson taking on Trey Waters. Despite Trey being taller, Sam actually has the longer arms, so he can keep Waters at the end of his jab, teeps, and straight shots. He can use his striking to set up clinch entries or takedowns, making Trey second guess when to commit. Controlling range and forcing resets, Sam can keep the fight on his terms and avoid Trey's boxing rhythm. Waters is at his best when he finds his way inside the reach and lands combinations. If Sam overextends on his long shots, Trey can time him with sharp counters. Staying busy with volume can steal rounds, even against the reach. Sam uses his length smartly, keeps the fight at kicking and jabbing range, and frustrates Waters when he tries to close the distance. Mixing in a small clinch work to break up Trey's rhythm, Patterson edges ahead round by round. Give me Sam Patterson by decision. In the featherweight division, we have Axel Sola taking on Rhys, McKee. Sola's best route is to mix in takedowns, top pressure, and mat control. If he drags McKee into grappling exchanges, he can wrap up control time and wear him down. He can work his boxing in bursts with level changes to keep Rhys guessing. Keeping a steady grinding pace could make McKee look uncomfortable if the fight turns scrappy. McKee's length, volume and striking from the outside can keep Sola at bay, piling up points of straight shots, kicks and combinations. If he pushes the pace, he can force Axel into a striking heavy fight, where Rhys has the sharper tools. Rhys thrives when he gets into a rhythm. Once he's landing freely, he can snowball damage and force Axel to take risks. I see Rhys having the advantage here. Sola is tough and it makes it competitive, but McKee's volume, length, and ability to maintain distance should tilt things in his favour. Unless Axel dominates the grappling, Rhys will likely land more and look more effective to the judges. Give me Rhys McKee by decision. In the heavyweight division, we have Marcin Tyburavs versus Ante Delija. Tyburavs is a grinder. He does his best work by closing the distance, clinching, leaning, and mixing in takedowns to zap his opponent's gas tank. On the feet, he's not flashy, but he throws enough volume and stays safe behind a high guard. If Tyburavs wins, it's because he drags Delija into a slow, grinding fight where control time, pressure, and top position eat away at the top clock. Delija is more dangerous early and at range. He's got the power, speed, and explosiveness to put anyone away if he can find his shots early. His best path is to keep Tyburavs off him, punish the entries with heavy hands, and create urgency by throwing a finish in the second or third. Delija can keep the fight standing. His power shots and forward momentum can swing things his way. Tyburavs has the right style to smother Delija. Even if Delija starts hot, Tyburavs' clinch, pressure, and grappling will take the sting out of him over time. Once Delija slows, Tyburavs' top control and consistency should carry the rounds. Give me Marcin Tyburavs by decision. In the light heavyweight division, we have Oumar versus Brendson Ribeiro. Sai wins by staying composed and technical, letting Ribeiro's rushing create openings. His straight shots and timing could catch Ribeiro clean if he crashes forward. If he keeps the fight at his pace, and he can dictate and land the big counter. Ribeiro wins by turning it into chaos, throwing heavy combinations and forcing Sai into a firefight. He thrives if he makes it wild, landing something explosive before Sai can settle in. Ribeiro tends to leave big gaps when charging, and Sai has the accuracy to punish him early. Give me Oumar Sai by KO. In the featherweight division, we have William Gomes versus Robert Ruchała. Gomes is long, rangy, and tricky. He's at his best when he uses that reach, staying on the outside, flipping kicks and jabs, and keeping his opponents chasing him. If he can dictate distance, he frustrates opponents into overextending and then picks them apart. Over 3 rounds, he doesn't need to chase a finish, just control space, land clean shots, and avoid grappling exchanges. He'll want to keep it long, stay elusive, rack up points with range striking. Robert thrives in chaos. He likes to push pace, close distance, and make things scrappy. If he can consistently pressure, force clinches, and turn it into a grinding fight, he takes Gomes out of his comfort zone. His clearest path is mixing aggression forward movement, maybe even snapping in grappling control to make Gomes fight off his back foot the entire time. He needs to be relentless with pressure, clinch and grind, and outwipe Gomes up close. Gomes has struggled in the past when pressured, but over 3 rounds, his style is very difficult to look good against. Unless Robert can completely smother him, and length the movement of Gomes should carry him. Give me William Gomes by decision. In the featherweight division, we have Patricio Pitbull taking on Losene Keita. Pitbull is a veteran's veteran, composed, powerful, and dangerous if you give him openings. Even though he's not the same dynamo he once was, he still carries fight-ending power in both hands and the experience to capitalize on mistakes. His clearest path is to slow the pace, make it a measured striking match, and catch Keita with counters. If he can frustrate Keita's rhythm and land a clean bomb, the veteran still has the tools to put anyone away. He'll want to slow the fight down, lure Keita into mistakes, and land fight-changing power shots. Keita is a young lion, speed, volume, and energy. He pushes the pace at a high level. He keeps his opponents reacting and overwhelms them with output. Against Pitbull, his path is clear. Stay busy, don't get drawn into single exchanges, and let youth and cardio do the work. If he's disciplined, he can run away with the fight over 3 rounds by simply doing more and never letting Pitbull set his feet. He'll want to pressure, speed, non-stop activity, wear down the veteran over 3 rounds. Pitbull still has danger, but the reality is that time is catching up. Over 3 rounds, Keita's youth, speed, and activity should drown out Pitbull's moments. Unless the veteran finds a huge counter, Keita will just be busier and sharper, bell to bell. Give me Losene Keita by decision. In the lightweight division, we have Flair's Ziam taking on Kwai Fernandez. Ziam wins if he controls the range with his jab and long kicks, keeping Fernandez at the end of his strikes. He's at his best when he slows the tempo, picks his shots, and makes the fight technical. If he stays disciplined, he can steadily bank rounds without taking risks. Fernandez wins if he makes it messy and closes the distance and drags Ziam into scrambles or exchanges. He'll need to push a faster pace, forcing Ziam out of his comfort zone and capitalizing on openings. The more chaotic the fight gets, the better it plays out into his style. Ziam's ability to manage distance and fight at his tempo could keep Fernandez from ever truly settling in. Give me Ziam by decision. In the light heavyweight division, We have Modescus Bukauskas taking on Paul Craig. Bukauskas is going to win if he keeps the fight standing and is methodical. His kicking game, especially leg and body kicks, can chip away at Craig's base. At distance, his straight shots and movement will frustrate Craig, forcing him to desperate entries. If he stays patient, the openings for a finish on the feet will appear once Craig starts slowing. For Craig to win, he'll want to drag it down into his world. He's most dangerous off his back or in scrambles, where one mistake can mean a sudden submission. His best chance is to close the distance quickly, clinch, pull guard if needed, and force Bukauskas into grappling exchanges where Craig thrives. On the ground, he only needs one slip to snatch a limb or a neck. Craig is always a submission threat, but Bukauskas has the tools to keep him upright. With Craig's tendency to absorb damage on the feet, Bukauskas' kicks and straight punches should land heavy, landing to a stoppage once Craig can't close the distance. Give me Bukauskas by knockout. In the lightweight division, we have Balaji Oki taking on Mason Jones. Oki is explosive, fast, and dangerous in the pocket. He's at his best when he keeps the fight standing and forces brawls at striking range. If he can close the distance early and land clean combinations and keep Jones from dictating the pace with his wrestling or cage control, Oki has the power to hurt him. His clearest path is chasing Jones with big shots in exchange and ending it on the feet. He'll want to have early pressure, explosive boxing, and hunt the KO. Jones is a grinder. Pressure, volume, and durability are his weapons. He doesn't need to rely on one punch. Instead, he overwhelms opponents with pace and mixes striking with takedowns to wear them down. If he survives the early storm from Oki, his cardio and relentlessness will take over. By round 2 or 3, Jones can smother Oki, sap his explosiveness, and either secure a dominant decision or a late stoppage. He'll want to have forward pressure, clinch, wrestling, and break Oki down with pace. Oki is dangerous, especially early, but Jones is built to absorb that storm and turn fights into wars of attrition. Over 3 rounds, his pressure and toughness should drown Oki's burst. Give me Mason Jones by decision. In the co-main event of the lightweight division, we have Benoit Saint-Denis taking on Mauricio Ruffy. Saint-Denis is all grit and pressure. He's at his best when he drags opponents into chaos, pushes a furious pace, and forces grappling exchanges. If he can close the distance quickly, chain takedowns, and turn this into a ground-heavy fight, his relentless style can overwhelm. He doesn't need it to be clean. He just needs to get his hands on Ruffy and make him work every second. Once it hits the mat, his submission threat and top control become real dangers. His path to victory is to crash forward, wrestle non-stop, make it ugly, and hunt for the submission. Ruffy is the opposite. Calm, measured violence with huge knockout power. He's best when he keeps the fight on the feet, where his precision striking and explosiveness shines. If he can keep Saint-Denis at kicking and punching range, he can punish the entries and land fight-ending shots. His patience is a key here. Rather than brawling, he can pick his moments, knowing that one clean strike can change everything. He needs to maintain distance, punish entries, and find that knockout shot. Saint-Denis thrives in scrambles and chaos, but he also leaves himself very open defensively. Against a puncher like Ruffy, those holes are risky. Over 3 rounds, Saint-Denis may get moments with his pressure, but Ruffy's precision and KO power are the difference. Give me Mauricio Ruffy by knockout. And in the main event of the middleweight division, we have Narsadine Imavov versus KO Borralho. Imavov is sharp when he's flowing, long, clean boxing, good footwork, and he thrives when the fight at his pace. His best path is using range, sticking the jab, and frustrating KO by forcing a striking match in the center of the cage. If Imavov can keep it clean and avoid the clinch and takedown attempts, he can bank rounds with volume and counters. Over 5 rounds, his cardio and accuracy give him a path to points win. He'll want to control the range, box cleanly, and win exchanges on the feet. KO's game is built for 5 rounds. He's patient, methodical, and uses pressure mixed with clinch work and groundwork to slowly take the fight away from his opponents. If he can consistently back Imavov towards the fence, make him work defensively, and mix in takedowns or body work, KO starts to chip away. As the fight goes long, his control and ability to dictate where exchanges happen give him the advantage. He'll want to rely on steady pressure, cage control, a mix of grappling and clinch work, and drag it into deep waters. Imavov will look sharp early, landing the cleaner shots, but KO's pressure and composure over 5 rounds should tilt the momentum. By the championship rounds, Imavov will be slowing down and KO will control him and carry him. Give me KO Borralho by decision.